Good news! It's getting towards the end of the year. And you know what that means? It's rewind time! Oh. Now, I don't know how many of you follow YouTube on Twitter, or even have a Twitter account, and, well, if you don't have a Twitter account, don't make one. Do not make a Twitter account. That place, it's a cesspool. But if you don't have a Twitter account, or if you don't follow YouTube on Twitter, well, then you may not have heard the news. YouTube Rewind, that really big yearly collab they do, those videos that give birth to absolutely brilliant content such as the whole those videos that receive all-around support and don't get disliked whatsoever. Yeah. The YouTube overlords, they've decided to can the whole thing. And, well, I have no idea why they're doing it. Before we get into this though, I do just want to say that, well, if you're enjoying what you're seeing right now, be sure to leave a like on this video and, subscribe. Subscribe. Also, follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. Alright, thank you. Look, when my channel was much smaller, I made 2 videos on YouTube Rewind. One of them still being on my channel, and the other one, well, you're never going to be able to find it, and don't you dare go looking for it. If you, well, for some reason want to go watch that old video, you know, go have a look on my channel. But let me tell you, it's old beak content, so, All jokes aside though, YouTube Rewind ending, it's not a small thing. It's actually quite big, because after all, these videos, they were the biggest collab projects on YouTube. You're probably wondering why something as big as YouTube Rewind has been cancelled. Now, I don't know the exact reason, but nonetheless, whatever it is, I'm sure it's quite massive. YouTube, well, they did come up with a statement saying that they're ending YouTube Rewind because YouTube, it's become way too big to encapsulate YouTube's vastness and diversity within a minutes-long compilation. And, well, they're handing over the reins to other creators to make their own YouTube Rewind project. And I promise, it's not the widespread disliking of the videos. I promise, it's not the dislike. While, yes, I do think the recent YouTube Rewinds have been a bit cringe and filled with things I don't really care about and people who I just don't know. You see, the thing with YouTube Rewind is that the videos, they were one massive mark on YouTube's annual calendar. And because they've been so bad recently, it meant that other creators could make a designated yearly video tearing YouTube Rewind to shreds. I mean, all you have to do is look up YouTube Rewind bad on YouTube. Well, after you finish watching this video, you're gonna find video upon video talking about how bad YouTube Rewind really is. The majority of these videos, they've all got pretty good views too. Why did the more recent YouTube Rewind videos get absolutely obliterated when it came to dislikes though? Well, besides some people disliking the video for the sake of disliking it, because, well, anarchy rules, my brother. Lots of people felt that, well, YouTube, they were just really out of touch with what the larger YouTube audience wanted, such as not including very important YouTube things, like the whole T-Series versus PewDiePie war in the 2018 YouTube Rewind, and 2019's YouTube Rewind pretty much being a Watch Mojo video, because, well, you know, maths. That, and lots of the people in the YouTube Rewind videos, lots of people just didn't know who the people were. Which is, well, that's actually something that YouTube, well, they can fix that problem rather easily actually. How about instead of having one really big YouTube Rewind every single year, why don't they just make a lot more smaller designated / local YouTube Rewinds? Now, I don't watch Russian YouTube, yeah? So when a bunch of Russia's largest YouTubers come into the YouTube Rewind video, I just don't really care about it. because I don't know who these people are. Look, I'm not dumb though. I do know that lots of people, they do know who these people are, especially people from the Russian YouTube audience. So why not make a Russian YouTube Rewind? You can fill it with a bunch of Russia's largest creators and market it to the Russian audience, people who actually care about those creators. Because lots of people from the Russian YouTube audience, I'm sure they don't know who Lele Pons is, for instance. So just like how I don't care about the Russian YouTubers in YouTube Rewind, lots of the Russian audience, they don't care about the English YouTubers. Also, it's not like YouTube wouldn't be able to afford this. After all, they're a multi-billion dollar company. So how about instead of saying,
No, we're not doing it,
you just change the way you do it? With all that being said though, what do you think of YouTube Rewind? And well, what do you think about YouTube Rewind ending? Be sure to let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.